So normally we meet on Tuesday nights for Project Harmony, and our intention is to vi vibe this town into total bliss and harmony. I think we're doing a pretty good job, aren't we, so far? And part of that has been for us to cooperate in an alliance with the Chumash Dreamers, who have maintained a frequency here because they're the carriers of the new dream, at least for this area. I mean, that's all I know so far, but the indigenous folk have known that we're moving into a fifth world. And I kept hearing about this when I was in my 20s and 30s. And there were four worlds. We're going to move into the fifth. And you think, well, that's in 1,000 years. Or a million or whatever. You just think in big numbers. But this time what I heard is, and I'm going to slightly shift this, is that we're not going to have to do it with a calamity. For instance, we're not going to need a polar shift and make all the ice melt and kill all the dinosaurs. And the hawks are agreeing with us right now. And there was one where there was an asteroid, the sun went away, and all the vegetation died, the dinosaurs all died. So there's been these massive kind of destructive shifts from one world, and honestly, there are some beings who really believe that this earth has been inhabited for 270 million years. The Lemurians came from far away, and there was the continent of Mu, and then there was various star tribes that came here, and we've all heard those stories of the Anunnaki, from the Sumerians, on and on and on. But here we are now, and we are in this space here. Marilyn, for some reason, I still cannot figure out. She barely knew me. She called me up and said, "It's a full moon, and we bought this property, and will you come and bless it with?"
It was a special day.
It was a special day somehow, and it was in July. It was in July. It was like this because we were here, and we had summer clothes on. So we did, I remember, and we sat on a little, it felt like we were in the middle of a grove, and I'm like, okay, I'm really happy to come, and I'm kind of honored, but really, why me? So here I am. What year was that? 20?
It's like 10 years.
Oh, it's more than
that, 15.
15 years. Okay. So, and then to catch you all up, you beautiful beings, the Chumash really came in strong when we were doing Project Acceleration, and then when we were guided to go to the mission. And some of you showed up for us. Namaste. Thank you so much. But the Chumash came in super strong, and they go, "You want reparations for what the Spaniards did to us? Track with us on this project," we'll call it. And then the Galactics came in, and they brought in these threaded codes to take the dream out of the dream and into something that we could track as reality. And then this is what happened on Monday. You were there. Monday, the dream came in. So the first time I was here, this dream state came in halfway through my body, and I'd never had that happen before. But I knew what it was. I knew what it was. I could feel it. The meditation energy was here. Okay. And so now it's kind of moved over here. Well, on Monday, we took what we had, and we were met with a mirror universe to this one. A mirror universe. And this is science. This is not me making it up. It's, and I read this also in the Voyager 2 book. Did you read the Voyager 2? Oh, you got mind blowing. So she called it the anti-universe, but basically what we did is we tuned into the dream and we tuned into the anti-universe, which is the mirror opposite of this one. But I think what they're doing is they're saying this whole universe doesn't have to disappear. You know, when you go into the dream state, nothing looks like this. It's a mash. It's a mashup. But this has gravity, it has dimension, it has dimensions, it has magnetism, it has polarity, etc. And so we melded those two things together, or we participated, I would say, kind of observing the dream. And then to my right was this mirror universe. And so we're in a very unusual participation state. That's all I can say. It's moving so fast, I can't even understand how and why it's moving so fast. And it all feels correct. And if I told this to any of my friends, they would think that okay, here's another person. They would just go, yeah, that's Val being Val. That's what they would be saying. That's this Val. You know, we're going to go back and do what we do. So what I'm saying is, and I said this on Monday, I do not expect any of you to believe anything I'm telling you. We're going to do our meditation and we're going to have the experience, and you might go into such a deep state, you just, as has happened many, many times. I happen to stay awake, which is kind of a cool thing. I'm tracking it, but that's kind of my job. That's my job. And I listen, let me tell you, I have prepared for this job. It's been 40 years of just getting my little booty kicked to get the stuff off so that I can be present here. So, okay. That, because we have so many new people on this time, other people just added in, that I wanted to give them, the uptick of what we're about here. And these four kind souls are often here. And what's interesting, last time, the Gaian portal. Oh, last time we were here, I have to tell you this part. This portal opened up, and I can still feel it right here. This portal opened up and Gaia came up, and it looked like one of those proverbial haystacks, where they get the hay and then they bind it in the middle. And there was this source frequency coming in. It was a little narrower and this went wide. And did you all feel anything interesting over the week? Because there was a little gift that came in. Anything, Marilyn?
That so much is, I mean, it's like, a lot's coming up and then there's a lot of great stuff happening, like opening and then, but also feeling some heaviness of different things
Mhm.
and, old stuff popping up and physical stuff.
Physical stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was the word you said when you're the releasing, but you did the numbers?
Oh, those are mystery threads.
Yeah, you called them something, the letting go of
But it's letting go your contradictions.
contradiction.
Yes, contradictions is
Yes,
the big word here.
Contradiction.
Yes.
That's what was for me.
Yes. So
Yeah.
what happens? So what happened is one of the things that we're doing is bringing in these codes that I had already worked through over the 40 years. And honestly, I wanted to iron them all out for you guys this week, but I've been busy every single second, including today because of other things. So, but basically in 88 through 92, I channeled this book called The Book of Unfoldment, and it's got like 5,000 different levels of encoded information that you bring that code into your vehicle, boom, and it just clears it. And so each person got to choose, the codes came through numbered. There was 11, 11, and you had 4.
I'm sure we chose. I think we were chosen.
They were chosen. They were like, they would go, the next one's going to be mine. And they're like, oh my God, it's 11. Yes, that's my number. So I encourage you all, you're all invited to Project Harmony. I encourage you to come every time because in a very sweet way, it's kind of kicking our butts. I mean, yeah, watch the last video. And if you can't get the code, then you reach out to Marilyn or myself and I will send you, because they're unlisted. I'm not ready to put them out there in the
Can I
big.
share briefly from my
Yeah.
experience? The contradiction was like an old pattern coming through. You see it blatantly, like staring you in your face. And sometimes you choose that old pattern and you're like, oh, I'm choosing the old way. And it's so blatant, like a contradiction of self.
Yeah.
And then the other time, like, I see you. Nope. And you chose like the new way, or that was my experience.
It was so great.
That was what felt like the contradiction.
So she set it so perfectly. This is just in case there's a little resonation in the room. What Julie shared is that big word, and this is what I've experienced over and over and over again when this energy comes in, and I bring it in every morning. I bring in something. Sometimes it alleviates because it goes, oh, can't you see this and that? And this is what you need to do. It's getting a lot easier for me, a lot easier. I got physically worked on today and I was like, wow, because I think everything that's been in there had to integrate. But the big word here is contradiction. So one of these frequencies comes in, and if any part of your being goes, nope, I don't want to believe that, and nope, I am attached to this and that person this, and I'm going to judge that, and I'm going to be aligned with that, and you can't tell me what to, it's all that stuff that how we've survived this this reality movie, our whole lives, because especially as women, we've been really programmed. We've been really programmed. And the men have too. The men have too, the women in a different way. And we're having to go, we can't do this anymore. We have to come into our individual power. It is a necessity. And you think you're going to do it for yourself. Yes. You're going to do it for yourself. But if you really do it, you're doing it for the planet. And my example is, if all y'all were here and there was, so there was our 15 of us, 16 of us, 17 of us, and we all moved into our I am, and, someone chose I am beauty, and someone I am power, and I am grace, and I am trust, and I am love, and I am peace. And we all chose these divine feminine. There's 20 of them. We all chose one, and we stood outside and we got into it. And then we just walked in, and we didn't shop. We just walked the aisles. We would change that vibration in that place like that. That's the example. It is a quantum upgrade right there. You have the power. The more you do this, do your staying in the present moment, absolve, resolve, judgment, and ego bursts is what I call them. Ego bursts. So you bust the ego. You're like, I'm not doing it. And you just go, love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. Like I'd be mad, and I'd be driving to work and I'm like, I can't go to work like this. And so I just go love, 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 love. And it was really, really getting at me what happened. And so I gotta go love, 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 love. Okay, I'm good. And I'd walk in, I'd be fine. And that's what we can do. That's what my new book is. Your 20 Spiritual Hacks to Enlightenment. And I was just reading through the proposal, and my editor went through it, and she is, of course, a miracle person, and she rewrote the proposal. And I'm like, oh my God, this book is so divine. And part of it is her, her influence that she's had on it. But really what it says is it's our time to live in the moment. And if you're having a little hissy fit, you go, is this my ego or am I in the future? And if you're in the future, you just go, okay, now what? And you wait, go do the dishes. Okay, go do the dishes. You start cultivating the possibility of guidance coming in anytime. Anytime you need guidance, you say, okay, now what? I forgot to do that. Oh my God. Okay. And then you go do it. And then because that's been nagging at you. And I always have 20 things because I've got my toes and fingers in so many pots right now. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I just start laughing. I just start laughing. And the more you can laugh, like the second time you're like, no, you're not going to get me. No. And you laugh at it, that really dissembles the paradigm, the patriarchal paradigm. It dissembles it because it's meant to keep you, unsure and insecure, because then you're much easier to control. You know, I was reading this thing about how there's certain guys and they want to humiliate either they have money and they want to humiliate the woman that they're going out on the date for the first time. So this one woman was saying, yeah, this guy told me to dress casually and, you know, just sweatpants and this and that. And I arrived at the restaurant and I saw him there, and this was like a very fancy restaurant. And I walked in and I looked around and he made some comment and she's like, oh, he wants to control me from the beginning. She goes, thank you very much. She walked out. Thank God. So this is it's a hyper example, and it happens in subtle ways, and we have to step into our power and at the same time be very loving if we have male mates, you know, because they have a feminine side too. And we have to nurture that in them. And then when they give us you know, a very kind remark or compliment, we go, thank you. You know, there's ways to be really feminine and take in the energy. And so you're saying, I'm worthy to be loved. And these are all things that I really discuss in the book, because we've got to go from not even being here and being in trauma and our ego all the way to being our I am. And we have to kind of do it sometimes in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And I would wake up because, you know, last year I kind of had big ta-das happen, you know, stuff that was stressful. And I'd wake up and I'd be like this, and and then an I am would come to me and I would say it 10 times. Or I'd say love, 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 love. And then all of a sudden I'd click through, and I knew that I could go forward for the next hour or so until my brain got re-stimulated again. No, I am power and I am grace. I would say it 10 times and I get back. And so I had to work it. And so it's doable. It is so doable. And you are allowed to get enlightened. You, all of you, you're allowed to be enlightened this time. You probably kind of already are. It's just the contradictions have to waft off. They have to waft off. So, okay. I wish we're all in the room together, and I was looking at all your faces, and I welcome those who, it looks like there's some people that maybe I haven't met. Blessings to you. Thank you for joining us. And now we're going to see what we're supposed to do, right? Supposed to do and supposed to be. Okay.
And we all are in this room.
And we all are. Yes, that's absolutely true. I was, you know, I was dumbing down to yes, she says, and you all are in this room, and we are on the quantum with you. So there. We are on the quantum with you. And I actually believe in my heart that Zoom was the best thing that came out of COVID. because that's how we started doing meditation work. And then there were people on the East Coast that could come. People, sometimes we people Australia and Canada and Mexico come. So it's all the one. It's that quantum field is, I can just reach in and, any of you can reach into this. The main thing is you find your way to track us, to track with us. And, the first time you may like go, but then there may come a point where you really are tracking it, or you come up with something yummy, and then you email me and I share it. Okay. Or at the end, you can put it in the chat. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Marilyn. So I'm just going to take a moment for the gathering of all you all, because I'm just going to let my energy go out and just be guided to kind of connect up with all of you. And for those of you who are joining us, we really work with, the quantum is more 5D. We really work with the 6th dimension in a kind of its physical form, which is a crystalline matrix. So I'm just going to invite us all to shift our frequency. And you might want to, you feel like, oh, you have to spiral into it or shift into it or visualize it. But this is what's coming through very clearly, and I'm going to just be with it for a few moments. And that field is going to ping you. It's going to ping you. And there may be even a little thought that comes to you about something else. Oh yeah, I forgot. That's all normal. Okay, it's the contradiction to the field, so don't worry. And then we start going like this, love, love. It's like a drawing forth, love, love, love. You're just drawing it into the field and into you as the field. And remembering here that this is also the new moon. In addition to Project H. So we're going to attune the intent of these two projects together. This is what I'm being guided to do now. So I'm going to be doing. And my sense is, and I believe this is true, that there is somebody representing each of the 4 projects who are here now. And so we're going to, create a beautiful crystalline basket, container. We're weaving this container with your beautiful frequencies, what you bring to the field. And I'm feeling a very strong heart flow from each of you. Yeah, and a weaving of our heart potential. And then again, love, 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 love. And as we weave, it's like a clarity begins to come through. I'm going to ask you to take that heart tone, and drop some of that into your second chakra, your power center as women. And if for some reason there's is there a lovely man with us, that goes into your solar plexus. But drop a channel in so that we're all seated in our power. Oh, that's better. And then seated, you say, I am love and I am power. So you go to the heart, I am love and I am power. I am love. I am power. And pulse the power. And this exercise is meant to bring some of you on board because this might be your first or second time with this. So we're bringing you in as part of the weave. We're going to create a basket made of love and our contributions of I am power. There we go. Okay, now we're getting there. You may share a vision of this, or you may share perhaps a pulse. It helps to nod slightly to integrate this possibility. Now the bottom of this basket is opening up again to the Gaian portal. Opening. And you may see tinges of pink. I saw a couple little flashes there. And imagine that she's pulsing love and appreciation into our formation. Love and appreciation, respect, acknowledgement, gratitude. You might feel a tingle in your feet. And you have a choice here. You can just be an observer of all this. If you want to be a participant in bringing through this new earth, I call it the quantum crystalline dream. Just nod your head slightly, because this is a choice for it's a choice. That's it. If you want and feel to participate. And I almost have this feeling now that we've the metaphor is we've settled into her or onto her lap. That's the feeling. Feeling a maternal resonance. And that includes maternal love. And her intent here is to fill you up with power and love for the journey ahead. The more of this energy you take in, and the more personal energy and power that you cultivate, the easier and more grace-filled unwinding and journey through all of this that will be experienced. And she's actually saying, hey, why not at this moment reach in and find any resistance or contradiction or dullness or like not sure or doubt. Find any of that and just put it in the very, very center. Imagine that there's a center to our basket, to this portal, to her lap, this, where the basket's sitting on her lap. And this is an opportunity to clear something. And with that now, we are getting a download, if you will, or not sure exactly the right word, but from Galactic Center. And it wishes to impart a program or a modality that helps you recognize the contradictions much more easily. Kind of like, oh, yeah, there's one. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. No, thank you. I release it. Mm-hmm. So here comes the download. And it does appear to be coming into your, right brain. And it will come in too much easier if you kind of wave it in with yes, 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 yes. Mm-hmm. In a way, okay, here's the message. It's rewiring your sentient brain, the brain that knows, that doesn't have to be logical. It just knows. It's part of your right brain that knows. And you're going to need this. Mm. And I can see in some of you beings, it's cracking through something. It looks like a dark vein. And it's doing its best to crack into it. Crack into it. And by cracking into it, it doesn't replace it, doesn't dissolve it, it reinforms it. Reinforms it. Reprograms it. And it really has to do with resistance to being wrong. Mm-hmm. 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 Hmm. Man, this is a stubborn one. And it's saying turn the situations around the second you can recognize them. This is going to help you because you're going to feel this like in you. And the second you feel that, you go, wait, now what could I possibly learn right here, right now? What's trying to be revealed to me right here, right now? Oh my gosh, this is a possibility to let something go, yay, and quickly, yay, love, 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 love. And then, yeah, it's right there to support you. It's right there to, oh, there we go. Okay, that cleared. One last little bit right there. And you get to, this seems right to you, just nod your head. I accept this new vein, this new imprint, this new possibility that I could let go of things really quickly. Why not? Because if you hang on to it even for 5 minutes, you're using up personal power, personal energy that you need to accumulate now and store. And that, my friends, was a gift. Still a little bit more. It's integrating into the left brain now. And then you can say to yourself, I wonder how many things I'm going to be letting go of today. Like, you're going to look for them. I even try to let go of some of the things before I get out of bed that are going to happen that day. And then at night, I kind of run through it just energetically and go, oh yeah, that, oh yeah, that, oh yeah, that. Okay. And every time I do it, it's yes, it's for me, but it's really for the planet. It's for clearing a path for the new dream to come through. Yeah, 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 yeah. So you're doing it as we're going to call it a planetary cleanup chore. And that'll make it easier. Oh, yeah, I'm just doing this for the planet. Okay, good. Because it's not about being right or wrong anymore. It's about observing what is resisting. There we go. There's something really big we're clearing collectively now. So I'm just going to participate in that. It's a chunk of resistance to evolving that's on the planet right now. It's a big chunk. Oh my gosh. And we can't undo it all because some people need to choose that way. But we're going to undo a chunk of it for the West. And that includes Santa Barbara. We're going to do a chunk of it for Project West. Right there. Wow. And they're telling me that we're going to see little subtle signs, either in the news or, well, definitely within ourselves, but you're going to go, oh, isn't that interesting? Uh-huh. Okay, it's yawn time. This is the part of the program where we release big stuff. And what y'all aren't hearing is that as we do these big chunks, there's energy cracking all over the room. And there's a big thank you in the way that Source or Galactic Center, it's like a nod. Because beautiful people, resistance is such a waste of energy. My golly. Such a waste. Okay. Yeah, when I said that now, y'all got it. They're like, oh, that's why we would think of. Okay. Okay. Well, Okay, now I'm Gaia and I'm nodding for us. Mhm. You might feel her as well. She's going, y'all have to love yourselves. Y'all just have to love yourselves. You just look in the mirror and go, hi, I love you this morning. Mm-hmm. And then the other, she's, it's not quite the right, she's inciting us to dream yourself awake. And that can be interpreted in a lot of ways, but dream yourself awake is just like her meme for the moment. Dream yourself awake. And you go, okay. And then I go, well, okay, show me how. Dream yourself awake. Okay. Wow, we're winding. Winding? We're winding back in to I am love and I am power. And nods to Galactic Center and Gaia for their entrainment. Their facilitation and our own acceleration. Okay, and just start to bring yourself back. Mm. Hmm. Okay. I'm wondering, because this will get posted, if we should, I'm not even sure if we were recording. Oh, we weren't recording. Oh well. Oh well, you got too involved with getting people on. So you were here. We didn't record. Okay, so we didn't, because usually it just records automatically. And for Monica, it is being recorded. Okay. Meaning, but I look at this and it just goes, usually this will go. Well, we'll find out, because they'll either send me something. Oh, yes, it is being recorded. Let's see. Yes, it is. It's being recorded. It just was a different kind of thing. Maybe it was AI or whatever. Okay, yes, recording. Okay, now the question is, do we want to share knowing that other people are going to see this, or do we want to stop the recording? Anybody care? Okay, so I'm going to turn this around. Does anybody have anything to share? No?
The yawning was really intense.
You're yawning?
I was yawning.
Someone was yawning.
It was me. I was
like,
yawning.
all it's going everywhere.
Oh my gosh, because so they're talking about,
I said, I think I'm joining the yawning brigade tonight.
did you yawn?
Yeah.
Did you yawn?
I thought you were yawning.
Oh, so much. Oh, I was crying. I was yawning so much. Did you yawn? I didn't think you were yawning. I'm like,
Last time she held the fort down with the symphony, but
yeah.
all in response.
So this is a really normal thing. If something's really big, this is the easiest way to get stuff moved out. Or sometimes it gets you right there and you just want to cry your eyes out. Do it. Do it. I mean, I've woken up, I have nothing to cry about, and I go, I have to cry. And I write a few things and then I just start crying. I'm like, okay, good. Because this is real. Yawning, crying, even when you really are moving something out, it's all real. Even shaking, it's real. Because that's a quick way. And we always feel like sometimes we can't do it in front of people because we'll be embarrassed. So could you hear that Gaia came? Yes. Okay. So they were tracking, and then I'm going to do a recap. And really, we had a lot of work to do tonight because we had new people. And here we are dropping them into, I mean, really, we've been doing this work for 6 years. I've been doing it with different people, once a week. And so maybe well, it depends on how you count it. You could even say it's been 16 years, but that crystalline energy started coming in 2021, somewhere in there. And then I started a group on Mondays for this group in LA, and they all dropped out and all the other people that came in. So it was meant to be. So there's these, here's the advice that comes through. Is a very big thing on the planet, resistance. We don't even know when we're resisting. But if you start to go like this, you're like, oh, and you have to start laughing. You're like, oh my God, there I am resisting. And you go, okay, let's rewire this. And you just laugh. That's the best way to get through it, is laugh. When you do a big release, that's why Guy said, I am love, I am power, because you want to fill in the void with divine truth, with some form of divinity, that vibration. Because the way that we work is it's I, capital A, capital M, is a declaration. You yawn, girl, you yawn. But those declarations are so powerful. They are, I mean, think about the Bible, I am that I am. I mean, that's one of the first things in that begins the Bible. So we pick this up, and I've experienced I've experienced the result of using those. But before, when I was bringing through all these threads from the Book of Unfoldment, I wasn't allowed to, sometimes for months. And I would get to finally like one divine feminine or one divine masculine. And then I would meditate on it, and boom, it would get encoded in here. But I had to wait. Sometimes thread. And finally, one day I hit the jackpot and I'd be like, yay. So y'all, we're just doing it. We all are Project Acceleration now. Okay, there is a little chat thing. Maybe that was just Monica saying we're being recorded. Okay. Yes.
So when you were talking about saying I'm power and everything, and I was thinking then the contradiction is how much we give our power away.
Yes.
The contradiction was I'm power, and then like all the places that I'm not allowing myself to be the power. So like that all kept, ton of that kept coming in.
Perfect. So what she is sharing here is that, Marilyn's sharing is that we brought in I am power and I am love, etc. And it was to bring up a contradiction for us. And great, because as it comes up, you see, oh my gosh, here's how I give my power away. Here's how I give it away. Here's what I did the other day. Here's what I've been doing since I was 15, you know. And here's the other really cool thing you can do. So I had something a couple of days ago where because I had to really move through uncertainty. I had all these blooms of uncertainty that happened over a whole week. I mean, every kind of major sector of my life, and they weren't big deals, but they were nagging, they were nagging at me like this. One in particular. Keep yawning. You're doing a great job, honey. Are you yawning too? Good. Do it, girls. Yawn for the planet.
T-shirt.
Yawn for that's good. So we're coming with all this merch. We've been coming up with merch here and we're going to sell it. We're going to start the Institute of Sentient Studies. That's our goal for all of this work. But anyway, what I did is I went back, I kind of got this hit to go back to when I was 15. And I had braces and I had glasses, and my grandmother had done a terrible job cutting my hair. And, I mean, I just felt very, uncertain and insecure. And I'm telling you this because I want you to consider doing this. So I time traveled back to her and I sat with her, at the lunch table, and I go, let me tell you something. I know you're feeling this right now. You're not going to believe what your life's going to be. Oh my God. And I told her even the best thing that could have happened to me in high school did. Okay. I won't even say what it is, but the very best thing that could happen happened. And then it went on from there. And then you're going to be a doctor. And then and I just got her all revved up. And all that feeling that was in me when I woke up that had been carried through as a pattern. And because here's what's happened, you guys, which has been is I'm just downloading so much stuff all the time. And you go and try to tell people and they look at you like that. And your friends just go. And all I'm trying to do is go, do you get this? Have you gotten this? Just trying to get confirmation because it's been so strong and overwhelming. And so I had to go and just go right back to the beginning of that and just say, you're going to have this thing. And you just get on board with yourself and you just go do your life and it's going to be fabulous. And, many, many challenges we all have. Tiny, big, but really when I look back, no, nothing to complain about. But what I'm saying is if you get stuck, and you can track it back to a feeling you had when you were young, go back and talk to her. Give her some love. Put your arm around her. Say, you don't know this right now, but you're going to get to go to Europe and you're going to see some, just tell her something that's exciting, that's true. Don't tell her anything that's not true. And I'm telling you, time travel on the quantum is easy peasy now. Okay. I hope everybody's getting that. Okay. If there's any questions from the beautiful beings online, we welcome them. And otherwise, we're going to just be in process here. We are going to have in 2 weeks, Chumash. Are they elders? Would we call them elders?
Yeah, Art's, he's one of the fire keepers for one of the Chumash tribes.
Okay, so we're going to have a fire keeper here, Chumash fire keeper, 1 or 2 possibly. and be in conversation, and because we've been working with, the spirit world of the Chumash. And so please join us. Join us at anything. It's, here it is, it's free. There's, it's just time. It's, it's an hour. So,
Well, it's gonna be longer, so.
this one's going to be longer. Yeah, because it's the 28th. It's 2 weeks from tonight. It'll probably be 2 hours. And if you have to go, because some of you are on the East Coast, you go. But we'll do some work, and we're going to be in the flow with it. Nothing planned. Okay. All right. Now we're going to have our L7 dance master lead us in our ending chant. Okay. We have to stand up for this and include these beautiful beings. Okay, this is our ritual. The dance, the L7 dance master initiated, and she's on it. Okay, so we're gonna go
I
like,
suppose. Yes.
okay.
I've been queened. Okay. Love, 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 love. 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 Yeah, that was a shift.
Uh-huh, love this. Okay, and hugs all around, and I will see you on the quantum, okay? So join us when you can, and if you have any, you're here because you talked to someone, so tell them you are interested and they'll get you data, okay? Data, all right.